who's got the last laugh? You know, all you.
Absolutely.
I told you that at the weigh-ins, homie, when I was all you motherfuckers, dog. I'm gonna kill your boy. You know, like you motherfuckers don't get it. This is a different game. Now it's fucking turn fucking you up. I told him. You know, like this is fucking time, homeboy. I ain't playing around. So everybody fucking shit and doubted me. I've been doing it my whole life. 65,000 people, you know, fucking Montreal, Quebec Center, Mexico, fucking throwing beer on me. My whole life when I was a kid, I've had to endure this shit. Motherfuckers don't get it. This is my game. I bet on me. I broke you. I've broken 3 men in there. I put my in his face and was staring at him down on him because I broke him. I broke jaw. That's the fucking do. All you who doubted me. Mother. How's it feel? I broke your boy.
I always enjoy catching up with my next guest, but I love to be able to introduce him today as the new king of bare knuckle, coming off a massive win over Eddie Alvarez, a jaw-breaking win, let me mention, over Eddie Alvarez at BKFC KnuckleMania 5. Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens. Jeremy, welcome back. How are you?
Absolutely fucking awesome, brother. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. Congratulations on an amazing victory, man. I know you talked about it on Saturday, but I'll say it again here. It kind of felt like the whole world was against you. You stepped into enemy territory. You were the underdog. The whole narrative was built around Eddie Alvarez. And I get it. He was in Philadelphia, his hometown, all that kind of stuff. But you went out and put on a brilliant performance, knocked him down twice in the second round. You broke his jaw. I mean, you couldn't really have imagined it going much better than that, could you?
Dude, fuck no, man. I mean, absolutely just madness, you know, full circle, dude. It's life's a trip right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let me ask you, because we talked right when the fight got made and you embraced it. You were all about it. You're like, I'm going to step into enemy territory. I'm ready to go into his hometown, ruin his homecoming. I got no problem playing spoiler. You were very adamant with me saying, I got no problem doing this. But what was that experience like? Because, I mean, listen, you are the most exciting fighters in the sport, but you've had to play the bad guy before. This isn't the first time, but what was that experience like in there where it feels like, I mean, the entire city's against you? This is like being the Washington Commanders going into Philadelphia yesterday and playing them in the NFC Championship.
It's what I do, bro. You know, I turn pain into purpose and passion, and it pays the fucking bills. So in that experience, I had to fortify my mind and be the mental Midwest monster that I am. And I had to, not get emotionally involved. I sold the fight, which, I've never really had to do. I come from an era where you used to just raise your hand and you rolled out, went home, took care of the family. That doesn't get you paid. So, I was able to sell the fight and not have to really step out of character, be authenticity, me. I've done this shit, born, bred, built. I'm not lying when I said that to, have that experience. It was a great time. Like, I had a great time doing it, not reacting when people were busting my balls, not just stoically going out there and showing people like it's all in your mind if you know how to use it, just turning delusions into reality. Just having the night that I had, it was all worth it. I had to really just, go through a lot of life experience to build myself there, be resilient, show patience, and speak at the right times. Watching documentaries, just manifesting my life, bro. And it was the right timing, dude. Couldn't have gone even better. So what a fucking night.
Absolutely. Can I ask, Jeremy, one thing I've always loved about you is you never seem to let anything rattle you. Like, you've always been a very mentally strong fighter. But listen, man, I can't deny, man, when you're standing there and everyone is booing and going crazy at the press conference, you got Joe Piper, a UFC fighter, coming up and talking shit to you like you're fighting him. You're not fighting him. You're fighting a friend of his. But like, you just kept a kind of smile on your face. You never, like, be honest now, though. Was there ever a moment where you're just like, man, F these people? Did you ever have that brief moment where you're just like, man, screw this? Because you handled it like a champ.
Damon, I had to sit back and don't think that I didn't let that shit go unnoticed. I told him at the press conference, I go, I heard your story about your brittle britch hands. My hands break jaws. I'm going to break your fucking jaw, homie. to endure all that, to have to sit there and listen to fucking Pussy Piper and his fucking homies and everybody fucking talking shit. That's why your friend got his fucking jaw broke. I hate to be so fucking authentic, but this is a different game. So, I turned that fucking pain into fucking purpose, and his passion. It's fucking what I do, bro. I told him in the fucking the schmo interview, I was being authentically me. He's like, "Oh, you're here for the check." I said, "Dude, you're the money man. You're making all the fucking money here, bro. You made millions. That's why it's easy for you to quit. You quit when you got paid for the Connor." And he was like this, and all his Philly fans sitting there fucking gagging on fucking Connor when he came in. Like, if you come to my hometown, bro, and you fucking did that to me, like, hopefully, like, someone's fucking snatching your chain. Like, I do this. To sit back and hear his fucking, him fucking talk shit and this and that, bro, to fucking fortify your mind. And then I took that fucking pain, and like, now I don't hear him fucking talking. You can't, your jaw's wired shut. Feldman called me this morning telling me about it. You paid the wrong man. He even told me, we had our money on him. To everybody go against me, everybody fucking doubt me. Like, I'm actually living this life, bro. Like, I'm the fucking man in the arena. I took a risk. I haven't even signed contracts yet. I didn't even sign with GFL because I'm betting on me. I told him I was certain of it, and I had to go fucking break your jaw. So, I'm enjoying the fruits of the labor of the pain that I had to fucking bring to him. So, who's got the last laugh? Fuck all you. I told you that at the weigh-ins, homie, when I was fucking, fuck all you motherfuckers, dog. I'm going to kill your boy. Like, you motherfuckers don't get it. This is a different fucking game. Now it's my fucking turn to fucking fuck you up. I fucking told him, like, this is my fucking time, homeboy. I ain't fucking playing around. So everybody that fucking talks shit and doubted me, I've been doing it my whole fucking life. 65,000 people, fucking Montreal, Quebec Center, Mexico, fucking throwing fucking beer on me. My whole life when I was a fucking kid, I've had to endure this shit. Motherfuckers don't get it. This is my game. I bet on me. I broke you. I've broken 3 men in there. The second one is a fucking decision. But if you look at it, the dude quit the last 12 seconds. I put my fucking balls in his face and was staring at him down on him because I broke him. I broke your fucking jaw. That's what I fucking do. Fuck all you motherfuckers who doubted me. Fuck all you motherfuckers. How's it feel? I broke your boy. See me.
I love it. I love it. And I tell you what, Jeremy, you've had a lot of great performances in your career. And I know we go back a long ways. We've talked before and after a lot of fights. I remember the Dos Anjos knockout. A lot of, again, you've had just a career built on highlights. But you were brilliant on Saturday night. Like, because Eddie's a tough guy. No one's going to doubt he's a tough guy. He came in there, obviously had the crowd on his side, the energy, the adrenaline. You were fast. You were elusive. I don't think you tell me, I don't think he ever really hit you that hard. And then that third round, you put him down. And I was like, uh-oh, this is going badly. And then you put him down again. And I was like, this might be over. And then obviously the round ended and it was over. It was like that. Honestly, I think, again, you've had a career of highlights. That may actually be one of your most brilliant performances because you looked incredible on Saturday nights.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're seeing it, Get back to the human side of things. Eddie hits hard. Eddie's there, but it's my time, bro. He's a fucking beast, right, bro? World class. I went over and told him, said, hey, bro, I had to sell the fight. Feldman gave me all those lines about Philly anyway. I wasn't even involved in it. My true feelings about Eddie, dude, is just I respect him. I said, hey, bro, I've admired you, and you fight like I'm actually fighting like Eddie. I'm just a better version now. I'm gonna have my time, bro. We all are, right? Like, I'm able to give you authenticity of how I use pain, but I have nothing but world class respect for Eddie Alvarez, which is why I fucking prepared to die. But like, I fucking fight because I want to live. I want to have these opportunities. I want to have these big paydays. No one's earned it more than me. No one's had to struggle more than me. And I have to use that pain out on you. But like, hey man, that dude's a fucking beast. And he's another long list of fucking legends that I have mounted on my wall. And I'm still doing it, and I'm falling in love with the process. Like you said, I'm getting better. Charles Darwin said this best, and it's one of the best quotes in life that I use is, it's not the strongest or the smartest, it's the person willing to adapt to change that'll survive the longest. I just make a lot of like adjustments, bro. I'm always picking myself apart like a Fortune 500 company. I'm always taking care of my health. I do body work. These guys pay millions of dollars for all this shit, bro. I do functional patterns. I'm rolling out. I'm doing the fucking. Most guys they don't want to put in the time. This is my career, bro. This is how I actually live. Like I do above and beyond, bro. Like I fucking am born built and I purposely passionate about my life. And I bet on myself. I bet big, but like I live this shit, dude. Truly.
Absolutely. I know you've heard some version of this a lot of times since Saturday, and I know I've said this to you after your first bare knuckle fight, and I certainly and obviously would never discredit anything you've done in MMA and boxing. You've done great things in both. But there's certain guys, they say it about Mike Perry, and we'll say it again about Jeremy Stevens, like certain guys, you're like, man, if bare knuckle was around like a decade ago, like when you were in the UFC, like you would have been the biggest star in the history of the sport. Like you guys are built for bare knuckle. Again, I'm certainly not discrediting anything you've done. You've done a lot of great things in MMA and boxing for that matter. But man, there are certain guys you look at, you're like, this guy's built for bare knuckle. Jeremy Stevens, you were built for bare knuckle.
Yeah, dude, bare knuckle is like the most exciting thing in the game. And what I look at as Conor as like the Fertitta was to Dana White. There's going to be more of me coming over, and bare knuckle is going to do big business. People love it, bro. The show runs fast. It's fucking exciting. Not just my knockout, but credit to everybody else that was on that card. Absolutely fucking amazing. Showed up, showed out. The way Feldman liked in Philly, his hometown. I mean, people were getting laid the fuck out left and right. There I was on TV watching motherfuckers just get laced out. And I'm like, damn, like, it's always in the back of your mind. Like, I got to go out there too. Like I ain't trying to be rolled out on a stretcher. And it's fucking wild, bro. It's going to be big business for bare knuckle. Conor behind it, the fans that he brings in himself, and having the money to hire more and more guys like me and have opportunity. Not just one-time fucking guys like a Chad Mendez and Rockhold's coming over just taking a paycheck, but there's going to be more like fucking heathen style motherfuckers coming over, putting skill behind it. I'm grateful that I had this MMA, this journey, this long opportunity, and then I get to go back to where it all started. I mean, you couldn't think of a better time than now. BKFC Absolutely. Is going to be the next hottest thing for sure.
It already is, man. I mean, over 17,000 people that are in, and also to their credit, 17,000 people early. Like I watched the first prelim, the crowd was there. Like that usually doesn't happen. You know that. You go to a lot of UFC shows, the crowd doesn't show up to the main card. The crowd was there from the very first night of the night. That was awesome. It was an incredible atmosphere. And again, even though you were fighting the Philly guy, man, the reaction for your fight, you heard it. I mean, it was crazy. The crowd was insane. So the energy's there now. Did I hear correctly, Jeremy, afterwards? And again, I'm quite sure. I know Dave Feldman very well. Dave's a good businessman. He's a smart guy. I'm sure, and I hope you are going to get paid. But did I hear correctly that you are technically a free agent right now?
Yeah. I bet on myself, bro. Life's a risk, man. I took a fucking huge risk. Like I've said in the past interviews, I didn't sign the GFL contract, even though that was a big payday. I could have waited till April. I didn't get the contract I signed. Life's been kind of this and that. He sat me out a year after the Jimmy Rivera. So, I'm a free agent. I didn't sign those contracts because I knew the night that I was willing to go out and risk it for to have a big payday, bro. It's time to get paid, bro. It's time to take care of my family and not having to fucking have these stresses that I am having. I put in my fucking time. I bet on myself. I dealt with the crowd. I sold the fucking place out. I've been doing it. Like, fuck, dog. And, and I'm looking good doing it too, bro, especially for my age. A lot of these motherfuckers in UFC, I'd still break their fucking neck. Guys like Guida and some of these older people doing it at my age, dude, I'd fucking kill them. But the fact that, I just grateful and I got to stay in gratitude that I just get these American dream opportunities. So, now you got to pay me, bro. I ain't doing shit for fucking the low no more. I ain't taking fucking pay cuts and doing it, bro. It's like, it's a secure bag. I told him when I got out of the ring, I hope you realize my true worth. I'm not just here for the fucking check, like I told Eddie too. I'm here to break your fucking neck and the opportunity that comes with it. I told him that on the schmo as well. I wasn't fucking lying. So, you're talking about a real motherfucker, someone like that deserves it more than me, bro. No one's put skin in the game, pounds of flesh like I have. And, I feel like it's just my time, bro. And I'm glad that I never gave up along the way. And I stayed in gratitude. I signed the fucking the BKFC contract on Thursday, fight week. I'm dealing with Philly crowds and people against me. My own promoters were against me, betting against me. David Feldman called me today, was like, dude, we had Eddie. We had the money behind him. He paid the wrong man, dude. Now it's my time, bro. The ball's in my court, bro. I want a big fucking bag. You know, I got opportunity maybe going UFC, fighting a Conor over there, BKFC because he's owner over there. I mean, dude, I put myself in this fucking moment. I risked it all. I manifested this. I turned a delusion into a reality. There's there's no one else hotter and fucking more deserving than the J. Steves, the fucking killer heathen right now, the 515 that lands on Des Moines, Iowa, the heart that pumps this nation, bro. And I'm all fucking heart. No one's got more heart than me. I'll break mother.
Absolutely. Now, listen, you are going to be, you are a very hot commodity right now. You are the talk of the town. But again, I remember when Mike Perry had a couple of good fights and he was the kind of a free agent and BKFC stepped up. They're like, we're not going to let you go anywhere. We're going to sign you to a deal. You talked to Dave Feldman today. I know David, and from every fighter I've talked to that's talked and said Dave Feldman's a good dude. Like they like doing business with Dave Feldman. In your head, I know it's not a done deal, but in your head, do you feel like they are going to step up? Because there's no way they can't not, like, you are the guy now. Like it's going to be you.
Yeah, dude. I've had actually great conversations with David Feldman. He is a man of his word. I would say my only thing with David Feldman is just more communication. That's it. You know, more communication. We can definitely match out the sides. I hope he knows that. Like, I'm not just here for the checks. You know, I'm getting paid pretty good. You know, I'm not just here for the checks. Like, I'm here for bigger opportunities. I want to make these fucking $1 million paydays so that I can just rest well, bro. I've earned that. I put in time, bro. They're like 34-time vet, 36-time weigh-in vet. You know, had a rough patch. You know, kind of like a breaking up with a girlfriend with the PFL, the boxing, and then I switched over with my coaches, bro. I switched my coaches up, and I've been doing this, dude. Like, I'm falling in love with this process. Like, I put in my time, dude. So me and Feldman, dude, we're cool. I don't have a contract right now. I love working with them. I love the BKFC. As you can tell, man, I'm more primal. This is my fucking sport, dude. I'm willing to be the new king of violence, bro. I've been shouting that one out too. There's the king of the barbarians, a new king of violence. I'm him. You know, Perry's good, bro. He's scary Perry, right? Like, but like, I'm crazy. I'm not stupid, bro. Like, I know that's big money. I'm willing to do it, and I'm certain I can beat him. You know, I'm willing to fucking take some hard ass hits, bro, to risk willing to get knocked the fuck out by him. That, like, just to prove to myself that I can fucking beat him, bro. And then, like, what? My family's financially secure. Do I not deserve that, MMA world? Do I not? Like, I have no financial security. I have no fucking what do you call that, 401k? I have none of that. Like, bro, like, I'm certain I can beat this fucking guy. It's scary. It's going to be fucking hard. There's some pain I'm going to have to fucking endure. But no one's more fucking certain than me, who will actually fucking do it and show up. Not fucking bitch out in the second round. Not quit. That's not in me, bro. There's no one more deserving. I told you.
Let me ask you this, Jeremy, in that regard, like, you think about the biggest fights in combat sports that can be made right now. You think about, like, let's say Tom Aspinall, John Jones, that would be a very big fight. Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, that would be a big fight.
Oh, Benavidez and Canelo,
that'd be a great too. But Jeremy Stephens, Mike Perry is a massive, massive fight, especially with who Mike has been, and obviously he's earned it as well. And then what you've been doing, and obviously what you did on Saturday night. I'll get to Conor. We'll talk about Conor in a second, but realistically, fights that we know could happen right now without without dealing with the UFC, none of that. Is you and Mike Perry, is that like one of the biggest fights we can make in the sport right now?
Dude, I think he's just a bigger version of me, like a big brother, right? But he's a little older, he's a little slower, he hits hard as fuck. Like, you never want to get hit by your big bro. I just think I'm a better boxer than him, bro. I think that's really what's going to separate us if we were to fight. You know, he's got some heavy hands, bro. He breaks motherfuckers too. He's just like me. Like, we're same fucking cloth, bro. You know, we've had that MMA experience, this and that. I feel like what separates from me, bro, is people don't know shit about boxing. I put that sweet skill on him. Eddie Alvarez wobbled him up. Imagine if I don't get hit, can utilize that footwork, pop, 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 Scooby-Doo, let's go. You know, like, kill before be killed, Diaz style. I'm the guy willing to step up, bro. I've been calling it. I'm the king of the barbarians, bro. Like, I'm better than him. I know it. You know, I'll get a big bag. We'll sell out the fucking crowd, and people know, like, I'll be there for 5 fucking rounds if I'm still conscious, and probably so will he. But I believe, and what I know, I'll beat him.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, size wise, I mean, I know you'd have to go up, but I mean, even technically, you were going up for 165 to go to Eddie, because typically you've been a lightweight for most of your career. And I was like, man, I'm curious, like how it's going to look at once. Dude, you look bigger than Eddie. You look faster than Eddie. Like you look powerful. I didn't think you missed the step going up. So again, if it ends up, I'm just guessing like 175 because that's around where Perry fights. I assume you're okay with that.
Yeah, if we go 175, bro, they're gonna have to inch it up a little bit more. If we can go 170, I'm cool with that. He's fought at 170. That's I'm taking the fucking huge risk, and willing to go again, risk it on me for the big bag. But I'm believing I can beat him. I think around that weight's is pretty good. But I'm open to going up a little bit more. And you got to pay a lot more. So let's do it, bro. I mean, I'm in the land of opportunity, baby. USA, bare knuckle, big business. I'm that motherfucker, bro. And what happens when I beat him, bro? What the motherfucker's gonna say now?
I love it. Now let's talk about the Conor thing, because we go back so far talking about Conor. We talked, I think it was before your bare knuckle debut, or maybe it was your second bare knuckle fight, and we talked about the Conor thing. And of course, you were into it. You're like, of course, I want to do that. That's been one you've wanted for years. And I'll give Conor credit. Like after the fight, like he came in there to do the stare down. It was a really cool moment, and like he told Dave Feldman, like, I want that fight. Lots of like again, there's a rivalry there, but I feel like there is still respect. Like I feel like still Conor does have some respect for you. So what was that moment like finally, after all these years, to actually get in the ring and get that close to where you and Conor right there? Will it happen? I don't know. I can't say. We know his deal with the UFC. He is a co-owner in BKFC. He's got a vested interest in fighting there. So I think his interest is real. I think it just depends on whether the UFC would ever allow him or he gets out of his contract. But what was that moment like for you to finally come nose to nose with Conor?
Yeah, the eyes, they don't lie. And there's no I'm a free agent. I could do one fight in UFC. He's over in BKFC as a part owner. That's the delusion into reality. But when we locked eyes, bro, like the eyes, Chico, they never lie. That's a real fucking quote. Been saying it all day. We'll always say that. Like I'm coming out of just eating a fucking gazelle and just tearing another fucking man. Primal, bro. Just fucking look at the eyes, bro. He's having fun. Cocaine Connor, but he's having fun. He's promoting. He's not really emotionally attached. Like I can tell when I look into a motherfucker's eyes. He was submissive, reaching out his hand already when we had locked hands. So like he's just here for promotion. Like he really wants to probably be fighting, but like, bro, he's making fucking millions. Look at the eyes; they're not lying. And I'm in an opportunity, bro. I ain't no Logan Paul. I ain't no Jake Paul. Maybe I clearly don't do the probably numbers that they do, but I'm the more fucking scary, violent dude. I can do MMA as well. Like Conor can get around these boxers and like he almost breaks them because like he can just kick them and take them down and strangle the fuck out of them. Right? You can't do that with another man and me like that, bro. I can calf kick. I can break your fucking little wimpy ass fucking legs. I have knockout power. I know, and I've been certain of. A lot of people are like, oh, you really think you could beat Conor? Like he's a fucking human being. Like, yeah, I know I can. And now at this time, bro, this day and age, Cocaine Connor, I'll fucking knock him out, bro. And in bare knuckle, it'll even be worse for him. But I'm that dude that can possibly, I can actually go over to UFC, fight one fight over there if that was the way it played out. Delusions into reality, right? Like it's opportunity. It's not too far away, right? People thought maybe I was fucking crazy thinking about it, but now look at the timing. It's fucking wide open, bro.
Yeah, and listen, don't get me wrong. I've said it before. You are a tremendous mixed martial artist. Connor's, of course, a tremendous mixed martial artist. It would be a tremendous fight. If they do it, great. I'll watch. But you and Conor and bare knuckle, that's the way. It's just like the Mike Perry thing. Like you could fight Mike Perry in MMA. Would I tune in? 110% I'd tune in. But you and Mike Perry and bare knuckle, you and Conor and bare knuckles, and like that energy, like dude, I was bouncing off my chair on Saturday night watching that. I was like, it's finally here. We finally get the fight between Conor and Jeremy Stephens. Now again, I don't know. Will it happen next? Will it happen a year from now? I don't know. I can't predict. Conor's in kind of a weird place right now too. Like, is he going to fight again? What's his deal? So I don't know. But just that moment, it got me excited. Just the possibility of you and him throwing in a bare knuckle fight, man. I was off the charts.
Listen, brother, you can see it, right? Like you look at my UFC interviews, I've knocking people out multiple fashions. I've had some exciting interviews. Bare knuckle's different, bro. It's a different primal. Like when I talk about a lion chasing down a gazelle, like, bro, I just broke another man. I broke his jaw. I had to inflict some serious fucking pain. Like, you just beat him up with some sweet little skills, and he quit. Bare knuckle's a different game, dude. Like, it's I can really bring some fucking pain to you, dude. Different. So like you can just see it. It's that's the realest for sure. It's bare skins. Just like he was saying at the press conference, like turn your knuckles to knives. I really do that though.
When you fought in the UFC, I watched. When you fought in PFL, I watched. When you did boxing, I watched. I watched you all the way. You know that. We've been around for a long time. But like I said, there's certain guys. When I see bare knuckle, I'm like, man, this guy was built. Like when they said we're doing bare knuckle, they just had Jeremy Stephens in mind. You weren't there yet, but you were back. So like I'm confident. I feel like Dave Feldman, they're going to step up. They're going to show you your worth. I think you've absolutely proved that. Again, I'll watch whatever you do next, but in my heart and soul, I hope it's BKFC because that reaction on Saturday night was insane. What you did to Eddie Alvarez has not been done in that way before, to break his jaw. And I saw that break. You saw the x-ray. I mean, it was clean. It was a clean break right across the jaw. It was nasty. So, I mean, again, do whatever you want. Whatever comes next, man, I'll be watching, but I'm hoping it's bare knuckle.
Yeah. I love it there, man. I'm not lying when I say the King of the Barbarians is home, born, bred, built for this. I'm going to do big business here. It's because, even in the press conference, I didn't have to step out of character to sell this fight. I got to authentically be me, take a lot of what, I've endured in life and, been super grateful to be through the good, the bad, the ugly, to harness it. Bare knuckles, the most primal sport. It's fucking huge, man. So yeah, I mean, it's me, bro.
Absolutely. Well, Jeremy, congrats again on the win. Amazing performance. I'm always happy to see you find success again. I know we go back a long ways, so I'm always happy to see you find success. But in that moment, I was just like, this is finally Jeremy getting the due he deserved. Like, you've had a lot of big knockouts, you had a lot of big moments, but I was like, in the main event, 17,000 people going crazy. You break his jaw, you end the fight. Then you get to stare down with Conor. I was like, this was a perfect night for Jeremy. So congratulations again, man. You've earned it. You deserve this moment. And I say it and I'll say it again. I can't wait to see what's next. I hope it's bare knuckle, but whatever it is, we'll be watching. But whatever you do, man, you've earned it.
Thank you, Damon. I want to thank you for giving me the platform to tell this story. We have a lot of history, bro. So I know, like you, bro, you got skin in the game. I know you probably had some hard times. Thanks for never giving up and giving me this platform to tell my story, brother. We're not done yet, dude. Let's go.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see what's next.